Good morning, MolyFitters. Right, today I'm going back to my roots and I'm going to talk to you about what I've called Corona Pinky. So we're going to deal with RSI caused by excessive mobile phone use during the lockdowns, because we're all using our mobiles a lot more than we would do. So for this, you're going to need some oil as a medium, because if you rub skin on skin, it can cause friction, which causes other problems and damage. So I'm using some cooking oil. So if you haven't got baby oil or massage oil, I'll give you a minute just to go to the cupboard and in the kitchen and get some cooking oil. Doesn't matter if it's virgin oil or whatever oil, any oil will do. So whilst I'm giving you a minute, I've got Gemma on the phone. I just want to know if there's any questions from the last few sessions that we've done. Okay, Gemma. So someone's talking about the importance of core and keeping that on. So basically, when you're using your core muscles, the whole point of core muscles is just to lock everything in position. So I always go on about the core muscles, because if you activate the core muscles, it deals with posture and a neutral spine. So, right, that's about a minute. So what we're going to do, first of all, where's my phone gone? So I don't know about you, but when I hold the phone, I tend to put my little finger on the bottom and hold my thumb on the top there, okay? And the problem with that is it causes an RSI, a repetitive strain injury. So all the muscles, tendons, nerves get stretched and overworked, which can cause tingling in the little finger and the thumb. So if I just show you, if I hold my hand out here and wiggle my fingers, I don't know how good this picture is going to be because it's on the camera on my laptop, but if I move my forearm here and close up, you should be able to see my muscles working as I'm using my fingers. So when we're holding the phone for a long period of time, what happens is all the tension backtracks up here and into here, the muscles tighten up and they clamp down. They put pressure on the nerves, and that can cause pain, tingling, weakness in the hand and fingers. And the two nerves we're going to deal with here are the radial nerve, which covers this area, and the ulnar nerve, which covers this area. So we're going to start with a little stretch just to see how you're getting on. So if you put your hand out like this, it's important to keep the arm straight, because it lengthens the tendons to give a good stretch. And I want you to take your thumb, place it on the underside of your wrist, and using the other hand, just bend the hand back. Now you should be able to get it to about 90 degrees. So a good indication if the muscles are tight is you won't be able to get that far, you'll be about there. And we're just going to hold that for another 10 seconds, straighten the arm, push down. Don't cause yourself pain, okay? This is a stretch. There's a thin line between a good stretch and pain, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to reverse that. We're going to take our hands, put it on our fingers and pull back, again with the arm straight, and you should be able to get a 90-degree angle at the hand. And let's hold that for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So let's take our oil, and you don't need a lot for this. So not even as much oil as you'd put in a teaspoon. So just a tiny little bit. Okay, and it's easier if we just rub it all in, cover all our hands. And we're going to start with the forearm. So just rub it in the forearm. Let's move the camera so you can see what I'm actually doing. So rub it in the forearm, like so. I'm just going to rub it in. Right, the sort of pressure you want to use is, I've talked about this before, it's the same sort of pressure as if you were pushing on an egg, an uncooked egg. If you push too hard, you break the egg. That's too much pressure. It's the same sort of pressure as stroking a dog. So we're just going to work down, make sure all the oil's in. And what we're going to do first of all, so we're going to deal with the ulnar nerve, which runs down here. And we're just going to, with two fingers, make little circular movements, pushing in as we work down. And all of a sudden, you'll come across, like here, there's a little bit of a lump where the muscle fibers are stuck together. So we're just going to gently knead that, working it, making gentle circling movements all the way down into the wrist. Then we run back up and just slide down. Remember, this is just gentle massage just to ease off the muscles. You don't want to put too much pressure in, because if you put too much pressure in, you can actually damage the muscles and the nerves even more. So again, starting from the elbow, gently working down until we come across something. When you've come across something, which I call a hot spot, just stay on it for about 10 seconds, kneading it, pushing in with your fingers, doing gentle circular movements until that discomfort or pain eases off. And then just carry on down and there. Good, so now we're going to go into the hands. We're just going to gently do stroking movements down and just lengthen out these muscle fibers, because all the muscle fibers run this way. So we're just going to run through. So I'm going to change to my thumb. I'm just going to push down and just lengthen out the fibers here. Good. So let's change tactics now and go into the radial nerve. So the radial nerve will cover here. And again, starting on the forearm, this is always a hot spot for tension up here. So just nice circular movements working down the arm. So I can feel some muscle fibers are stuck together there. So I'm just going to knead them. I can use my thumb, I can stroke down, I can use the back of my hand just to run down. That's it. So let's circle down. Oh, so there's a clicky bit. So it's just like bubble wrap. You're just working the muscle fibers, loosening them off. So what happens, what we're trying to tackle here, let's put that down a bit. What we're trying to tackle here is constant mobile phone use can stress the nerves. It makes them weak from overuse and stretched. And the muscles end up putting pressure on these nerves, which can cause pain, weakness, or tingly fingers. Good, so let's now go into the thumb a bit. And just gently, just run down here, and you'll find something. There'll definitely be something here, because we've been using the phones a lot, like here. It would click, it would feel sore. So again, don't overdo it, just keep easing it, running your thumb down until the pain subsides and it feels a bit looser. That's it. Now we're going to go onto the palm of the hand, and we're just going to gently start with the fingers working here, just making gentle circular movements all the way around. And this is normally a hot spot here. Just use your two fingers just to ease the muscles, like so. So you just push down and go the length of the palm into the finger, like that. Just push down, gently work it, not too hard. Push, that's it. So then let's go back to here, and again run down again. Start getting rid of all the clicky crunchy bits, and the clicky crunchy bits are just the muscle fibers stuck together where they're so tight. Just work here again, and then we'll finish off with the forearm. So we're just going to run back down and use the whole of your hand just to run down. So you're just stretching out the muscle fibers. That's it. Or you can use the side here and run down like this. So it's basically, you're just ironing out your muscles. So if you imagine your muscles are your jeans or something and just running the iron down just to get all the creases out. Not too much pressure. Run down. So I would never do self-massage in the same area for more than 30 seconds, because then you can overdo it and you can cause tissue damage. And when you're doing all of this, I'd never do more than 10 minutes for that reason. We don't want to, we're trying to ease the muscles off, not damage them even more. So, and you can see here, I don't know if you can see here because the camera, but it's gone red. So when it goes red, that's a telltale sign that there was a problem. So the redness is all the blood rushing back up. Okay, so if it goes red, then that's normally a sign to say, look, I've done enough. If I do any more, I'm gonna cause more damage, so you stop. So now we've massaged, we're going to go back to the stretch. Put the arm out straight, put the thumb underneath the wrist and pull back, and that should feel a lot looser, and you should feel that your hand's going back further. It should feel looser at the top here, and we're going to hold that. Let's just gently hold that for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the hand up and stretch that way. And just hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So obviously what you want to do to reduce the symptoms is use your mobile phone less, or change hands a bit, or put it actually down on the surface and read it. But if you are going to continue using the phone a lot, then just make sure you stretch regularly. If you stretch regularly, you're going to lengthen out the muscles and stop this problem from occurring. What you can also do is get a pair of socks in a ball and just squeeze the sock 10 times, and that would just loosen the hand muscles and strengthen them a bit. And you can also rotate the wrists 10 times one way and then 10 times the other, and again that's achieving the same thing. That's loosening the muscles off. Gemma, we've got a question. What was that? So Jules ask a question, can I do it alone like that? Yeah, this is the so this is all self-massage. The idea is just doing gentle massage without causing injury, just trying to loosen it off. Anyway, I hope that helps. So until tomorrow, stay safe, stay well, and stay MolyFit. And don't forget to have a look on the website for more top tips. Okay, take care.